I'm back. That was my brother. Ignore him. Anyways. He's just looking at you incredulously. I think that's the word. He's just kind of doing that implied facepalm meme with hold on, I'm going to find the picture.
I get what you mean.
I know what you're referring to.
I'm still gonna post it just so the people at home know what I'm referring to. You just see a bearded Middle Eastern man in glasses just kind of looking at you like this, holding a newspaper, in fact, and he's actually wearing his own merchandise. He's wearing the Surface clothes. He doesn't. He pulls out the wallet and just kind of hands it to you, but he's not saying anything, and he's keeping the pants.
I'm going to hold out, show him the photo. Be like, please.
Yes, he hands you the wallet. He says, "I'm keeping the pants. It's your fault for losing them."
How much money did I have in my wallet?
Since you paid like $5 for...
Rad?
No. Not yet. But no, you...
Not yet.
Well, you spent like... how much was a hot dog in the 80s?
That's a good question.
To Google.
About a 20th of what it costs nowadays.
All right, hold on. I'll just look up price of hot dog.
Hot dog price history from the 1980s.
It's about $2. Okay, it's about $2. And so apparently the typical resale price in Chicago is about $2. So I'd say, yeah, you spent about $2 for 2 hot dogs for you and Ryan up earlier. How much money in total did you have?
That's the problem. I don't know.
Well, you said you were hitchhiking, and I'd assume you'd taken a few taxis. So I'd say, let's say you had like $22 on you.
Okay, I just
you
hold out the money.
You hold out the $20,
please.
He points out to the no sale, not for sale sign.
Those are my pants.
Yeah. You don't have
Do you think I would be walking around in my underwear without a good reason?
I've seen a lot of people, man. And I don't. I'm just...
Can I use my telepathy to manipulate him?
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Agree to the...
I want my freaking pants back. plus what? I'm doing it. 7.
All right, so you need like an immediate reason why he should give you the pants.
Because I'm going to just...
Like you can implant a fake memory or something at the moment, or you can like say act as his conscience since you know what his voice looks like now.
I'm basically going to make him say like, this guy's probably had a miserable day, and I'm going to try to convince him to take the money for the pants. Basically,
he sighs, takes the $10 and gives you the pants.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll put my pants back on, and
they're soaking wet.
I don't care.
And they smell kind of bad.
I don't care.
Are you sure you want to actually wear them?
Yes.
I can give you a bag if you want, Give me the other $10 so I can give you a different pair of pants.
Okay, fair. I give him the $10, so now I have...
He hands you a pair of blue jeans.
I have 2 pairs of pants now. Nobody's gonna stop me.
And he gives you a bag for your old pants. You now have no money. Make sure to mark that down.
Okay.
You have no money, and you have 2 pants.
I'm just gonna write in all caps, no money.
No money, 2 pants is the new left pizza, no pizza, left beef, or whatever.
Yeah, it seems about right. I'm glad I made that diversion. That was funny. I can't believe you lost your pants.
It took too long. My shoes I didn't really care about.
And so Arthur patiently waited for you. He's acting all papyrusy and stuff.
Really?
Yes,
Papyrusy?
I'm not. I don't have a good Skeletor voice. I said papyrusy.
That is my papyrus voice.
Oh, but yeah, just pretend this guy's like Papyrus, but I can't do a good Skeletor voice, so just pretend he's speaking like British Skeletor. All right. Oh, too much talking. I'm getting tired. All right, where was I? All right. And so he leads you further through the bazaar into just this big whole underground society that you definitely had no idea about and was not informed upon by Rad or your boss or his boss.
Hooray.
So this is just a whole new thing. It's weird as hell. It's a whole society of what seems to be wizards and homeless people. You're not sure if they're wizards, but you're just going to assume they're wizards because you probably thought Grace was a wizard when you saw her blast something first.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were wizards.
Especially at this point, with all the knowledge you've gained.
Yes, all of the knowledge.
Right. And so he leads you to what seems to be a fairly ornate and kind of checkerboard patterns area. Almost like some gambling going on in this area. But you don't know for sure. It's just very, almost high-lifey. Almost like a sort of jazzy Vegas. Though it's kind of out of style since this stuff usually looks like it's from the 20s.
Oh, boy.
And so he leads you to what seems to be a, what leads to, like, underneath what seems to be a sort of basement area, a totally separate basement area to another building, an actual building to the surface. And you'll come across a speakeasy, despite the fact that this is the 80s, not the 20s. And you're just surprised that there's some sort of basement bar somewhere in the city. Still. Even though it's no longer prohibition. What do you think as you mosey on through this whole area?
Well, Damien doesn't really know what to think because he wasn't really into drinking at all. So,
of course,
he's like, oh, this is some sort of bar, I assume.
Indeed.
I guess. He also doesn't have any money, so he doesn't really care. Even if he want, honestly, he's probably at that point where he'd be willing to drink one. He's probably willing to give in and drink, but he no longer has any money.
Indeed. Grace, what do you think of all this checkerboard? It's almost gilded in some areas, but again, it's all very. I wouldn't say rusted, but at least I'm trying to think of the term. What's the term? What's that term for metal when it's no longer shiny, but it's still not rusty?
Tarnished?
Yeah, tarnished. That's what it was.
That would be a good word.
Yeah, so it's like there's a lot of tarnished metal and wood, but it's not like...
Thank you, Ghost of Rad.
But yeah, it's no longer like tarnished or anything. It's just very it's very tarnished, kind of dusty. Not like too dusty. Those people live here, and it's just, and you see this homely looking man in a flannel shirt, a flannel button up shirt and jeans, kind of sitting at the bar, looking like he was almost expecting you. He's got a good old salt and pepper beard. He's like balding though, so he looks like a dad. but he's I'll post the reference picture I had from it.
So first we've met our grandfather, and now we are meeting our dad. Metaphorical dad.
I see.
And the metaphorical grandfather.
Who's right. Cat lady.
I'm at Rad. Rad's the metaphorical grandfather.
Why is Rad the grandmother? Oh, right.
Father.
I think you said grandmother.
No.
Okay.
I have not once said mother. Except for right there.
Fair enough. All right, here, let me just find the actor. Or reference. Yeah, I'm going to find the reference picture for him. Yeah, here he is. Yeah. Cursed chair. Alright. Yeah, here's what he looks like, but he's like wearing a flannel shirt and jeans, and semi-overweight, that kind of thing, kind of balding.
I see.
He looks like David Harbour.
No idea who that is.
He played Hellboy in the new movie, and he's like in Stranger Things.
Never seen either of those.
Fair enough. Anyways, he looks at you from the bar, and he looks like he's been expecting you. And so Arthur exclaims, "Sire, I have brought guests, and I've slain one of the beasts."
I'm so glad I have my pants back for this.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
That's me. That's me talking, not Damien.
And he holds up the burlap sack. It's starting to get a little blood-stained, but it's not like dripping or anything. You just see a little blood coming, staining the bag. And so the man sighs. "Thank you, Arthur. Go do something. Don't get yourself in any danger right now, please. Don't go hunting right now, please. The last time you tried that, it was almost really bad. And you almost died. A lot. Just go to sleep and like nap or something, or get some food. Of course, sire. A hearty meal for a good job well done. And so he marches out, going to probably eat spaghetti.
I would like to mention that "don't we all" comment, that was definitely in character.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
He kind of raised his eyebrow at you for that, but he didn't like it. Okay, so as Arthur leaves the bar, he looks at you two.
Hi.
All right. Hello. You may call me Shrubben.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm assuming you saw everything on your way in here. A nice place, right?
Sure. By the way, out of character, can you spell his name?
Yes.
Oh. That works, yeah. Shrubben. I was sort of close. Not really, though.
What, did you forget one of the B's?
Forgot one of the B's, had the R in the wrong spot, stuff like that. Basically, it was similar, but not right.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's Arthur. Contrary to what he may look like and act like, he's not a knight. He's just a man who wants to think he's a knight. I'm trying to take care of him and make him think he's no longer in D&D or whatever LARPing thing he was a part of before he lost it. And he has called me King, or Sire, as you just heard. He's not entirely wrong. I like to think Chief. I like the name. I like the term Chief better, preferably. But Yes, I'm in charge down here. I've taken most homeless people off the streets and given them a sort of life down here in exchange that we upkeep the city. I'm going to assume you're a part of the Monster Squad.
Yes.
Yes. How did you...
Actually.
People dressed like you don't normally come down to the sewer for no reason. They usually at least wear safety gear. They've tried, using those little flasher things on me. Never worked. They just kind of left me down here, though. They didn't draft me, and I assume they did to you, too.
Yeah.
But I worked something out with them, too. And so he points at one of the parts in the bar, at a bottle, and it just flies into his hand. And it pops off magically. And he had some neon glow in his hand. It was green.
And I just think in my head, he didn't have a nosebleed.
Are you like staring at him?
Maybe a little bit.
Like wide-eyed, or is it just kind of, or like, are you having a sort of holy shit expression?
It's more like a interesting,
inquisitive.
Yes.
Grace, what do you think of all this?
I'm not sure what to think about all of this.
So I'm a part of a different kind of group. You probably haven't heard of us yet. They kind of keep us under wraps, even under the, even in the Monster Squad. I'm a wizard, and there's a lot more of us.
Interesting.
And I keep the city running all by my damn self. And you know how hard it is keeping this neon away from all the fucking curious people? It's hard as hell. And now we got a little problem on our hands. You've probably heard about what's going on the surface, especially from your bosses, homeless people being.
That's kind of why we came down here.
Being eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met the guy that's kind of leading those little turtley things.
Oh.
He's not very pleasant. And from what I can tell, he's kind of thinking of, I would say, causing a war.
Oh, joy.
And if he does this, there's no way I'm going to keep it localized down here. It's going to break the surface. And in time, if he's good enough at this war thing, as I assume he would be, considering he's got some armor, that he's going to make this city run out of power, and in time will probably turn into some sort of swampland that he can live in and turn this city into his own private swamp.
Oh.
That's where you come in. I want you...
I was afraid you would say that.
I want you to find out how to kill this thing before he causes the city to run out of power and water.
Okay.
I tried reasoning with him, but he's very intent on this killing me thing. And I'm trying to, keep the neon flow going, as you probably noticed. I'm at least assuming they told you that neon has a sort of magical property, right?
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
it said something like
degree.
that.
yeah, as you can tell, he starts doing some magical glowy things. It's great. It kind of reminds you of your own little pink neon magic, except his is green.
Can I like raise my hand for a question?
You don't need to raise your hand, kid.
Right.
This isn't a classroom.
I'm just. We'll gladly do this, but I'm kind of pretty injured right now. I don't look it, but nosebleeds and stuff.
He blasts you with a green blast right in the face.
Oh!
And your nosebleed is healed. You heal one harm.
Hooray.
This man is clearly a master wizard, considering he's doing this without much difficulty.
A little warning next time. Would
No.
be preferable.
No.
Fair enough.
Now, I am old and not much of a personal fighter, but I have talked with this beastie. He does at least speak English, unlike his little turtley things, which I think speak, I don't know, Japanese. I'm trying to at least capture one alive, but Arthur is a little overzealous. And I don't think this leader is leading these turtley things by himself. Because he's not a turtle thing, he's a shark fish man thing. And he doesn't speak a lick of Japanese from what I can tell. So he must have some sort of way he's doing this. Maybe he's bribing them with food, I don't know. But once he's gone, I'm thinking these things will at least go back to whence they came, hopefully. Like, these things are clearly smart enough to know language. And Arthur he's brought in at least 3 now. I don't blame you or anything. These things are probably very dangerous. But I have no idea what these things are. I just know they're turtley things and they speak a foreign language. I know a spell that can at least help us make it speak English at least. Or maybe make us speak Japanese. It doesn't matter. I need someone to capture one of these things alive. And I want to tell you this. That beastie thing, he calls himself the most stupid thing. He calls himself the Sea King.
Interesting. He's kind of a far away from the sea, don't you think?
It's a very, very dumb name. Title drop.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
What do you think?
I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the bioluminescence. But anyway, I know where his main throne room is. You can tell he actually physically puts up his fingers for quote unquote there. But he's on the move a lot. He's directing where to throw his little turtley things. Is it true they stole a lot of cucumbers from like some supermarket while dressed as midget?
I think so. I'll be honest, a lot of things have happened. That was one of the things that kind of...
Yeah, I think he's building up his supplies. Yeah, I think he's building up his supplies at the moment just so he can at least attempt a war of attrition in terms of what he's trying to do.
What could he want with cucumbers?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe that's what these turtles eat along with people. And I mean, turtles are omnivorous. At least some turtles are omnivorous, I think. I don't know. I'm not a biology professor. But maybe that's what they eat, along with people for some reason. But those are two very different things, and these are some weird turtles. I've been dealing with this guy for a few days now, and I'm very tired. Because I don't want to die, because if we do, power's going to go out until some new wizard comes along, and I don't have an understudy yet. Nobody's been good enough. He chugs his drink a little bit. Either you want anything?
I'm good.
No thanks. I
got soda.
Eh.
All right, fair enough.
What kind of soda?
Cream. Root beer.
Sure.
What do you want, cream or root beer?
Cream.
He floats cream soda over to you and pops the cap for you.
Thank you.
You being a fey dragon, you have a minor addiction to sugar. Luckily, it's not like debilitating addiction yet. He kind of looks down at his drink, and then he kind of gives you Damien specifically, a sort of side-eye Kubrick stare. He looks up at you while looking down. Something's off with you. I feel like I've sensed this before. I don't know yet, though. Come see me later. Maybe I can help you.
Okay.
It's not a common occurrence, I think, but something's definitely weird going on with you. And you, lady.
Huh?
Why are you... You don't have the brain of a fey dragon. But you definitely look like a young one. What is going on? You should be in the wilds. Why are you in the city? And for some reason... Wait, no, hold on. I thought you were still a lizard for some reason. Now, let me rephrase that.
No, I changed back a while
Yeah, sorry.
ago.
Yeah, I know. I kind of forgot for some reason. Sorry about that. You, young lady, are just bursting with neon. I don't know what's going on with you, but holy moly. You're kind of young, though. Jesus, what are you, 14?
About that, yeah.
Jeez. I don't even have that much magic. What do you have? Are you like... I don't know, but maybe you can be my understudy. Questions for later. He's gonna have a treat when he finds out you're a thing, aren't you? But anyways. But yeah, that's our main concern right now. It's the Sea King is building up supplies, I think. He's building up his own vegetable supply so he can actually try this war of attrition, so he can drive everyone out of the city and turn it into his own private swampland once everything's eroded down to its bare minimum. But I say you got some time before Arthur does something stupid like go fight him himself once he finds out where the Sea King's throne room is. So I want you to find one of these turtley things, bring it to me alive, or at the very least, you find out how to speak Japanese, or you, young lady, learn how... Here, you know what? I'm going to copy something down, and I'm going to give it to you so you can know this spell whenever you find one.
Okay.
But that's for later. For now, you both seem at least a little out of it, so I'm going to let you stay here for a few hours while you recuperate, maybe plan some stuff out. But then I want you out of my sight and just trying to find one of these things so they don't die.
right.
I'll be in my own place. I'll find you. You don't need to find me. And I'll give you, he points to Grace, that spell that lets things that don't speak English speak English. Try not to mess it up, though. It's got some weird side effects if you do. And so... What?
I just look at him curiously as if I'm asking what kind of side effects.
It's a little random, if you're wondering, but it's not that bad. And so he heads out of the room, taking another bottle with him, and just letting you kind of, and 2 beds fold out of the wall. Probably stay over from the speakeasy times, but modified to actually be beds instead of something else. And so you got a couple beds to rest a little bit.
All right.
Would you two like to discuss among yourselves what you're going to do? I'm just going to let this be a character interaction moment in case any of you got any plans you want to discuss with each other.
Well, this is definitely not how I expected this all to go down.
Me neither.
Well, we gotta make the best of it, I guess. So, I guess we should probably rest first, and then first of all, we should probably find the others. I don't think the 2 of us on our own is gonna be able to capture one of those things, or at the very least, it'd be much better if we have everyone. But
yeah,
who knows? Maybe one will find us. So
I'm kind of worried about the others.
yeah.
Do you think they're okay?
Well, they've got Rad, so I'm sure they're fine. Okay, maybe Ryan isn't, but you never know with him. Anyway, I think it's time for me to pass out.
Okay. I'm gonna sleep too.
And fade to black, I guess. To be continued.
Hooray.
Grace, you can probably just ruminate on that. Maybe you get inspiration from a dream about how you... What did you two think of that?
It was more interesting than I was expecting this to be. I was expecting things to go down, but I was not expecting these specific set of circumstances to go down.
I'm a big fan of the whole hobo kingdom trope.
The Hobo Kingdom?
Yes, it's like a big old... You ever watch John Wick 2?
If there's a movie, there's a good chance I haven't watched it.
Fair enough. You should watch John Wick. But yes, it's just a... it's where the... it's literally what it is. It's a kingdom of the homeless. And usually, there's like set up underground or in the sewer system. Obviously, I had this one set up in kind of both in their own large area underneath the city.
I think I kind of get the general idea.
Yeah. And considering that their leader is a wizard, I kind of allowed it to be a sort of medieval kingdom as well, kind of literally. He's a very... Like I said, he's dressed in flannel and jeans. You don't expect him to be a wizard when you look at him.
Fair. Just so we don't forget it, we get 1 experience for the end of the session. Right?
Well, let's answer the questions.
Because we didn't conclude the mystery, but we learned something new / important about the world.
Did you save someone from certain death? Or worse?
I mean, arguably we saved ourselves at the beginning.
And Arthur, considering he was he was very ineffectual in that fight.
Yeah, so we saved him.
Did you learn something new about one of the hunters? I don't really think either of you learned anything about each other, and maybe Damien's a little unstable. But that's not really anything new.
Yeah, we didn't find out anything really important about either of us.
So I'd say
so
you did answer 3, I guess.
Oh, did we answer 3?
But yeah, no, you didn't actually. You saved someone and you did learn something new. So I guess you mark 1 experience.
Okay.
Hooray!
Well, where did you expect this to go? Just being lost in the sewers? No, of course not. Of course, I need to have someone meet a whole new faction, even a whole society of hobo wizards.
I mean, I wasn't sure where I expected this to go. Just was not expecting it to go exactly this way. So,
what did you think, Grace?
I was kind of expecting just getting lost in some dark portion of the sewer and having to find our way back.
And crying.
But
probably crying too.
Yeah.
From Damien.
Yeah, from Damien, definitely. Considering he blasted that ladder and you two almost got sucked even further down into the sewers. That
if we had not gotten...
I didn't even plan for that. I would have been some freestyle dungeon moving there. No, to be fair, that was some freestyle exposition dumping I did there, too.
Hooray.
What'd you think of that?
Oh, that was all right.
I tried to play the man kind of bitter. And his Rad's players still listening. No, I guess they
am. No, I am. I have myself muted and I've been drawing, but
what did you think?
I thought it was good. I think it's going to be... I wonder how the rest of us are going to get this information, which seems a little important, but I guess you don't really need much information to beat up some minions, so... Well,
I mean, that depends, considering I really emphasize that these things are, in fact, a sort of sentient and also people.
I feel like a likelihood is that Rad and maybe the others will slaughter them mercilessly, and then 2 seconds later the party will walk in. Hey, we need one alive! Well,
probably.
That would have been funny.
But...
Well,
granted,
that depends on Fawn and Ryan, of course, because Fawn is naturally, I assume, a pacifist type.
You know, my prediction is that Ryan is definitely also going to take one of the Kappa Caps.
Yes, I won't mention that. You two are just going to have matching Kappa Caps, and that'll be funny.
Do you still have that, Blake?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
I took it off, but
he took it off the thing.
I took it off of my head, but I'm still holding it.
I just pictured you wearing the monster sweater and the Kappa cap.
I mean, you can probably use it as a sort of frisbee. A deadly metallic frisbee that you can throw like that, yeah.
Well, now I'm picturing, like, get a bucket of paint, make it look like a Mario hat.
It's not that kind of... It's just like a metal circle that, goes off... That goes over their little head bowl.
All right.